day. Today we have a new treat for you. This is the I-160. I purchased this vehicle so we'd have a nice new plane to see and we'd have something to show you. Now the I-160, when it comes to a history lesson with it, you're not going to get one here. This is just a case of a design study, a rather obscure one that didn't pass initial muster, and World of Warplanes used that as a vehicle to reimagine the aircraft into something that would have been kind of useful. Now, when it comes to this particular aircraft, how it applies to in-game, well, it's advertised as a ground attack aircraft. And it does okay at that. Nothing spectacular, but yeah, you can use it. Where this aircraft really comes into its own is as a long-range sniper. It also doesn't turn terribly quickly. You'll see me make several mistakes during the course of this particular video. I've slinked two together, and in the latter half of the second video, you'll see where this aircraft really begins to shine. But it comes through in bits and nuggets throughout, which makes this a very viable video. Okay, so what is it about the aircraft? Well, it's good to about 56,000 feet, 1,800 meters. It's relatively quick at Tier 8, about 280 miles an hour, thereabouts. And it can operate pretty efficiently all the way up to about 6,500 feet, and then performance will start dropping off rather dramatically. Now, one of the things this thing is really good is popping off anti-aircraft guns. Just does that really quick and from a really long range. Makes it kind of useful. Provided, of course, you hit the right target, which I didn't. But you can pop off buildings, and especially soft targets, really quickly. You can even take down hard targets if you concentrate on them enough. But where it shines at is at long distance shooting. And the quicker you can dial in on the guns, the more rewarding it gets. Alright, so we have some aircraft up here. We'll go ahead and take advantage of the range on this. And the nice thing is the 57 gives you very long range shooting capability. And while the 57 overheats very quickly, the 23 millimeters give you that medium range punch to let you sustain the fire on the target. So it becomes a very effective combo. Okay, so we have some bombers here. This thing has a 13.1 360 time. Obviously, you are not going to want to dogfight with it. It does better, however, in the vertical. You can actually loop around pretty efficiently to get back on target. You're going to want to spend a lot of time in sniper mode. Just be aware that this aircraft does not turn very quickly at all. And so it's very easy to do just what I'm going to show you right here. Whoa, I missed that one that time. Okay. You'll see me ram a bomber later, which was not intentional. Yeah, there I go. So just be aware of it. Save you some grief a little later on, which is the whole idea of doing these. Alright, put another quarter in. We'll do this again. Alright, so now we have a high-flying, looks like a B-32. He's pretty tore up, and the 57mm makes a very quick work of him. Alright, here's a quick hint on how to use the aircraft. Never ignore other aircraft around you when you have them at range. And one of the real successes of this aircraft, or the successful uses of this aircraft, is to make long approaches, use that cannon, and start clearing out your opposition from very long range. Yes, I do learn. I actually avoided that bomber for a change. Now I'm counting on the 23s to take him out. Dive a little below him, and we don't have too much of a problem. There's that 32 again. Try to get my 57mm going again. And there we go. Alright, so you have just watched the first flight in this aircraft. You literally saw it as I took it out of the box and modified it slightly with a lightweight airframe so I can get a little bit better turning time. Knocked it down to about 12.7. This is a one-point pilot, by the way, so you're seeing it at the worst it could possibly be. And it's still not coming out all that bad. We got 8 kills and 5 assists. And we'll take this thing around for another go round, see if we can have I can demonstrate this a little bit better for you and give you a little bit longer video. And I believe we have the Albion map here. Should provide for some nice long-range shooting.
Show me what you can do, pilots. Let's roll.
Should mention this is my second go around. The first one came out with the voice way too loud and way too distorted. So we're trying some lower settings. Alright, we're going to take out a couple of collisions here. Make it a little easier on the pilots coming in. C-17, I believe that is. It's a really getting a little too close and overrunning him, so I'm going to peel off, come back around, and try to take him out. This plane is going to really reward your abilities of deflection. All right, now we have a nice target up here. He's going to make a head-on pass on me, and anybody that wants to make a head-on pass at you with this aircraft, just wait till your target turns red and let loose on him. I doubt he's going to outrange you. This, by the way, is a demonstration on how not to deflection shoot. There we go. I knew we'd get him sooner or later. That's more of a demonstration of my bad shooting than it is the armament. This bot in the AM-7, and the AM-7, by the way, was the intended replacement for the Eurofighter.
Stay alert, pilot. Large enemy
Never really got out of the development cycle, which was a real shame for Japan, but a real boost for the Allies, since it was a much better aircraft. Now, normally, you'd have a lot of trouble closing in on him because of the range of the guns. Not so much.
inbound. Don't let them reach their target.
Now we're just on the search for targets. Now, I missed a golden opportunity. You won't notice all the fighters off to the left of the screen there that I should have started taking out. And the reason is these guys will come back to haunt me shortly. Now I can't get away from the guy. I'm going too slow and can't outturn him. So I'm going to try to run in and kill this bomb. It's me. Without success. And the reason I say this is a mistake will come up right now as I regen. Probably gives the single best result that you are going to find on this particular set of videos. So you notice up here I have planes showing up, and I decided I've got to get rid of them before I go to do anything further. We are also massively outplaned right now. Boom, boom. Let's come back around. That was number 3. And that was the AM7 that was giving me so much trouble. He's out of the game permanently. Or out of this fight, we should say. Okay, so we kind of evened the odds here a little bit. But it highlights where this plane really shines, which is on the slow approach. Pick your targets, light them up in order, pick them off. And we're done.
Get back home.
Overall, this plane, I've only flown it a couple of times, has been an extremely fun aircraft. Let's see what we did here. And again, we came up with 8 and 5. Not going to complain though. This was a lot of fun. It's fun to fly. It's very effective at what it does. And it makes the 211 up the regular line look like not so good an aircraft. So this has been fun. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to thoroughly recommend the aircraft to you. Just remember its strengths and its weaknesses. You want to pick off single engine fighters very quickly. They are your nemesis. If they get behind you, there's not a whole lot you can do. But if you do a careful approach, you can pick them off before they ever get near you. That being said, remember to support my channel. You can do so very easily. Go on Amazon, look for Prince of Change and a Changing Tide. Jeff W. Long, everything you need right there on Amazon, and you can pick up a wonderful book and support the channel at the same time. Listen, I really want to take this time to thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the plane and my presentation. I always look forward to your comments. Bye-bye.